You're watching CNC3.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News here on CNC3, and a special welcome to all our listeners on the TBC radio network. I'm Ryan Bechu. Top of the news this afternoon. Police are trying to identify a body that was found floating in a river in Valencia on Wednesday afternoon. Officers said they received a report that a body was in a river at Sophia Drive off the Valencia Bypass Road at 5 p.m. and went to the scene. Residents led the officers through a track to the riverbank, where they found the body wearing a T-shirt and underwear with a bedsheet covering the chest. Officers of the Homicide Bureau of Investigations Region 2, the fire service and the district medical officer were called in. Due to the extent of decomposition, residents could not identify the body, but believe it may be that of a man from the area who was last seen alive on August 8th. A taxi driver was shot during a robbery in Penal on Wednesday morning, but fast action by nearby security officers helped catch the suspects. Around 6 a.m., the 55-year-old driver picked up two men on Clark Road nearing the Heritage compound. One of the men pressed a gun to his head and told him to relax. When the driver tried to get out, a struggle ensued, and he was shot in the right thigh. He ran towards the Heritage compound and alerted two security officers, who gave chase and arrested the two Venezuelan nationals minutes later. A marked private security vehicle was stolen at gunpoint in East Port of Spain early this morning. Police said a SWAT security officer dropped off co-workers in downtown Port of Spain and was leaving the city at 12:30 a.m. The guard, who was driving a black Toyota Fortuner with the company's logos, stopped on Nelson Street to allow a woman to cross when a gunman opened the driver's side door and announced a robbery. A second man got into the back seat and ordered him to drive to a dead end on Duncan Street. When they arrived, the guard was surrounded by 7 men who stole his cell phone, jewelry, and cash before ordering him out of the vehicle. He ran to the Bessa Street police station and reported the incident. Officers of the Port of Spain task force later found the car abandoned on Quarry Street in Laventil. It was towed to the station for further analysis. The Registered Nurses Association is pleading with the public to redirect their anger over the death of 6-year-old Joshua Francois away from medical professionals and instead toward the decision makers who have set them up to fail. Association President Edie Stewart believes it is the system and not personnel which is to blame for the child's death at the San Fernando Teaching Hospital. Speaking on CNC3's The Morning Brew today, Stewart said there are not enough nurses trained in specialized pediatric care. He also complained that the nurse-to-patient ratio is still not in keeping with best practice. Stewart said the medical professionals attached to the child's case are currently distraught over what transpired, and he said while the public is looking to assign blame, a large portion of it should be aimed at the people in charge of managing resources.
No one is coming down on the successive ministers of health who have refused to provide the necessary resources to prevent such a recurrence. No one is coming down on the successive governments who have failed to ensure we have properly trained pediatric nurses to take care of our children.
Stewart said that even as preparations continue to open the Couva Children's Hospital, there are still not enough nurses to fill the vacancies that will be created. He warned that nurses are reaching their breaking point and the necessary action would be taken.
How can you monitor the child properly if you have 5 other patients, if you have already short? How can you monitor effectively if you are on, because you have 5 other patients to monitor? When you are doing medication, you have to do medication for all of your patients.
Stewart said he is happy that Health Minister Dr. Lakram Bodo has pledged to address the human resource shortage in the nursing sector. The Port of Spain is seeking to refute claims by Downtown Owners and Merchants Association that it is the slowest port in the Caribbean. DOMA alleges that the slow processing of containers has caused several shipping lines to wait outside the port and go beyond their docking dates by as much as 2 weeks. But but the port has responded and is claiming that, according to data in the last 4 months, the average wait time for a vessel ranged from 1 to 3 days. The port has acknowledged regional challenges from increased cargo, global shipping disruptions, and documentation delays, which have affected its operations, causing irregular vessel arrivals and impacting cargo delivery efficiency. It claimed that it is managing vessel flow by coordinating with shipping lines, boosting yard and berth efficiency, and streamlining document clearance. The Ministry of Agriculture is confirming that all of the pigs affected with a porcine reproductive and respiratory syndrome disease have been put down, calling it a humane depopulation. The ministry said it was conducted at a secure location in accordance with strict biosecurity protocols. The Agriculture Ministry added that the exercise was carried out in close collaboration with relevant authorities to contain the outbreak and safeguard both animal health and local pork industry. Earlier this month, the ministry confirmed a positive case of the disease, also called blue air disease, in one farm in North Trinidad. The ministry has repeatedly reassured the public that local pork remains safe to eat as the disease does not pose a risk to human health for food or food safety. The TTPS's road safety coordinator believes it is time for this countries to meaningfully address its culture of alcoholism. Sergeant Brent Batson told CNC3's The Morning Brew that while police officers continue to crack down on drunk drivers, the root cause of the problem must not be overlooked. Batson referenced an incident last week where a driver under the influence of alcohol killed a Barrackpore man with his vehicle. The road safety coordinator said this speaks to an untreated disease in this country.
I got a call from one media rep saying, why aren't the police outside? A lot more bars and a lot more. How much bars you want the police outside of?
Yeah,
you know,
so many bars, too many.
That's not even possible.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Even globally, that's not a strategic possibility. So it's the culture that has to change.
Sergeant Batson said officers are eagerly awaiting the additional technological reinforcements they have been promised. Let's take a break here on the Midday News. We'll be right back.
Built to Last has a massive sale on roofing materials, including standing seam. Invest in durable roofing sheets at unbeatable prices. Choose our supply and installation package and enjoy huge savings on your roof. Quality materials, quality prices, quality workmanship. Our name says it all. Built to Last, for roofing that is built to last. We will not be beaten on price. Enjoy free delivery and free roll forming on standing seam and guttering on site. Call us now, 355-7703.
Big ambition starts with clear vision. This back-to-learning season, Rare Optical has eyewear packages for every learner. For kids 15 years and under, get a free frame with lenses starting at just $495. Scholars, it's time to level up your look with frame plus lenses from $750. Lifelong learners, purchase any frame $1,099 plus and unlock up to 30% off premium lenses like Eisen, Varilux, and Transitions in 8 bold colors. And don't miss your chance to win a $1,500 learning supply voucher or transition lenses when you purchase any eyewear package. Ferrera Optical, big ambition, clear vision. Visit us in store today. This promotion is NOCB approved.
Gaming Express Limited is a premium importer and retailer of the highest quality brand name electronics. We stock the widest range of PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Samsung and Apple devices and accessories. Visit us at Shop 52, Level 2 Gulf City Mall in San Fernando, or contact us by phone or WhatsApp message at 687-7480 or 301-9797 or 798-1280. Like our Facebook and Instagram pages for updates on products and services.
Your immune system is your first line of defense. Discover BioStrath Immune Health. BioStrath Immune Health is enriched with zinc, ensuring that your body stays resilient. BioStrath Immune Health. Get what you need naturally.
You can tell from the crowd who's up next. It's Trinray's star player, whose world-class stats put him in a league of his own. Trinray's risen to become a true force to be reckoned with. With an unbeaten Carry A rating, they boast a strong solvency and A-class service. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing Trinray's financial and technical strength at its best.
Trinray, premier insurance coverage for less.
In In sport news, as the 2025 CPL commences today, the Trinbago Knight Riders will be going into the competition with a new skipper. After 6 seasons as captain, Kyron Pollard has now handed over that responsibility to prolific batsman and wicketkeeper Nicholas Pooran. Coach Dwayne Bravo said the move was rooted in succession planning, while Pollard said this was an ideal opportunity to get a new captain in for what he described as a transitional period for the team. In an interview with the team's media channel, Pooran described it as an honor and a privilege.
Everything they have passed down to me, I'm getting that opportunity now to make decisions on the cricket field, to try to impact the game for us as much as possible, hopefully put it in our favour. So it's a nice feeling because we talk cricket every single day. We play cricket similarly, and hopefully this year is our one, and we can make it a really memorable one this year for us.
Captaincy is by no means new to Pooran. He previously led the West Indies in white ball cricket for 6 months in 2022. TKR will bowl off its CPL campaign on Sunday against the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots at 11 a.m. Let's take another break. We'll be right back.
Just got your CXC or CAPE results? Then start your degree today at CTS College and choose from many of our pathways in business management, business administration, human resource management, marketing, finance, management information systems, computer engineering, computing and information systems. Full and partial scholarships are available. CTS College, where education is beyond academics.
Get the best in affordable eyewear. Frames with blue filter lenses and eye exam, $399. Single vision lenses with transitions on designer frames, $799. Progressive transitions with designer frames, $1,399. Happening only at Seaview Optical. Affordable eye care for everyone.
You can tell from the crowd who's up next. It's Trinray's star player, whose world-class stats put him in a league of his own. Trinray's risen to become a true force to be reckoned with. With an unbeaten Carry A rating, they boast a strong solvency and A-class service. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing Trinray's financial and technical strength at its best.
Trinray, premier insurance coverage for less.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste. Just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
The U.S. State Department has announced visa restrictions for unnamed African, Cuban, and Grenadian government officials. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the visa restrictions are for those involved with Cuba's medical mission program. The alleged labor scheme sent thousands of doctors to dozens of countries as forced labor. The U.S. is urging governments to pay the doctors directly for their services, not the Cuban regime. The visa ban will also apply to family members of government officials. Let's check in with Jean-Marc for the weather.
We had showers moving in from the southeast this morning, with a few developing into thunderstorms over southern and eastern areas of Trinidad, while northern and western areas were initially hot and sunny. This activity then spread to other areas of Trinidad, providing some relief from the morning heat. For the remainder of the day, we can expect these showers and thunderstorms to continue across Trinidad. Tobago should be mostly fair, with a few showers moving in later this afternoon. Meanwhile, Tropical Storm Erin has shown some more organization today, and it's expected to become a hurricane by tomorrow as it makes its way north of the Lesser Antilles over the weekend.
Thank you for joining us for a look at the day's developments so far here on the Midday News. We'll have these stories and much more in our major newscast at 7 p.m. Until then, have a great day.